Hi everyone, welcome to my members program. I offer 3 tiers. Tier 1 is monthly predictions with some extra transit analysis videos. Tier 2 has exclusive pickacard readings that I don't post on my main channel. Tier 3 is astrology, remedies, and more esoteric knowledge. And how to heal our planets, how to learn tarot as well, how to start your own YouTube channel. These are some of the videos I've recently posted. So please join our members community. Thank you. Hello, group number 1. Welcome to today's reading. Today we're doing what makes you attractive, or what do people find attractive about you, your personality. So that's what we're going to be looking into. This is the card you chose, the Hermit. I'm going to start with a few of these cards. Let's take these. So before I start the reading, I just want to say that a lot of people have been reaching out for getting readings done. So if any of you are still interested, let me know. I have only a few slots left. So check the Ko-Fi. The link will be in the description. So let's begin the reading. You got the Hermit. So we have Virgo energy to start off. Some of you could have Virgo placements. We have Scorpion. This is the very first card that came out for this pile when I was pulling the cards. So you could also have Scorpion placements. We have Constancy. This is not focusing. Let me keep this one here. We have the Nine of Pentacles. And Mrigashira Nakshatra. I want you to pull one Nakshatra for everyone today. So you got Mrigashira. This is Gemini. Falls in Gemini sign. Could it be Taurus cusp? I don't think so. I think it is Mrigashira Ardra. Could be Taurus cusp also. Maybe the last few degrees of Taurus, but this is mainly falls in Gemini. So we have obviously a Mercury connection that's coming through with Hermit and Mrigashira, Virgo and Gemini. And we have strong Scorpio. We'll talk about astrology later. Let's talk about how you come across. So you come across as an independent person with Nine of Pentacles. This is a person, obviously Nine of Pentacles is connected closely with the person who's self-sufficient, self-independent. Even the imagery on this card is very similar to the imagery that we usually see on the Nine of Pentacles. So it's definitely reminding me of that. I feel like you're a person who is comfortable in their own presence. This is how you come across, as a person who has a nice personality, who is confident, who is self-sufficient, and not necessarily trying to get people's attention. You might attract a lot of attention because of Scorpio energy. People are naturally drawn towards Scorpio. But you are not looking for that. I think it's very... effortless, comes to you very effortlessly. You could obviously be very attractive as well. I'm drawn towards a red cloth, which gives me that energy of Mars, which is about, when we look at Vedic astrology, Mars is one of the more prominent planets we look at for someone's attractiveness. So Mars and Venus are the two main ones, and Mars is just more so that animalistic attraction that we feel towards someone. Venus is more so the feelings side of it, the love. And Mars rules the sign of Scorpio. So I definitely get the sense that, and actually Mars also rules in Vimshotri Dasha, rules Mrigashira Nakshatra. So definitely some Mars also coming through strong for you. Some of you could have Mercury in the ascendant, Mars in the ascendant, or something like that. Maybe Ketu also. Ketu conjunct Mercury, or Ketu conjunct Mars. Why? Because I'm drawn towards a tiny flame. Anything that's very tiny, pointed, compact, that is Ketu energy. If it's explosive, it's wide, like a bomb or something, that's Rahu. But a tiny flame, that's Ketu. So I feel like maybe there's some Mercury-Ketu conjunction going on in your chart. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, you're attractive and people are naturally drawn towards your energy. You're very magnetic, You could get very a lot of compliments on your attractiveness, on your sex appeal, something like that I'm picking up. And it's not just your looks or your body, it's your energy, I feel like, because you're a little closed off. Even with this turtle or tortoise, there's a shell, so something is hidden. You have this shield up, and even though you radiate this light, people are drawn towards you. Here also we see this light. It's actually talking about the venom, of course, but Scorpio is also connected to mysterious, person who's mysterious, person who holds back, doesn't share all of their feelings. And here also we see a nest where the pentacles are kind of closed off, you know. So there's this energy of you being a little guarded, being a little closed off, hard to reach, and people have to work hard to get your affection. And there's people out there who like that. There's certain people who prefer someone very open, and you can easily talk to them and you connect really quickly. But then there are also people who prefer someone that's a little closed off, you know, more exclusive, hard to get, doesn't connect with every single person, doesn't go out on dates that quickly. You know, they probably just go out with someone who really impresses them, something like that. That's the energy that you carry within yourself. People pick up on it, and they feel like if this person was to give me the validation, it would mean a lot more to me than any other person was to do that, the same, right? Because it means a lot more. Your compliments, when you give out compliments, it holds more weight than any other person. So there's that special quality in you that people notice. People give you a lot of importance, and there's a lot of respect also coming through. And you're guarded, you don't share your emotions, so people want to work hard towards becoming more vulnerable with you. There's also this sense of danger with the scorpion. It's a dangerous insect, it could hurt you. So again, that feeling of that rush of feelings, that chemistry, or you know, this person's I could really fall for this person, they could break my heart, but I want to try it. That's the energy you have, where people sense that they could really fall for you, and there's a danger they could get hurt, or you could have that energy where, I don't know, something about you, it's forbidden, it's like a forbidden fruit, or it's a fantasy, or it's out of reach, they put you on a pedestal, something about something along those lines, with that danger being there, and they want to explore that. Some of you could also have this tendency where, let's say there's a person, and that person has a particular type. Now you're not that type, you're something different than the usual type, but then they meet you and they feel like, wow, I never explored this idea in my head, or I never dated someone like pile number one, I want to explore this. So people could also feel like they're exploring a different side of themselves through you. So it's like you open up, I don't know, it's like you stand out, you're unique, and people, I don't know, maybe they feel more alive in your presence, or something about you that changes their perspective, or some unexplored hidden side of people. That's what I'm getting. And also Mrigashira is also that energy of a person who's timid, who's runs away. So you could run away from vulnerability, or people find it hard to be vulnerable, talk about their emotions with you, because there's a wall there, or they have to work hard for it. So you're hard to get. So Mrigashira is that energy of a person who runs away, the deer. You know, you have to chase after them. People might chase after you. That's the energy I'm getting. Mrigashira is also connected to beauty, and someone who smells really nice. Maybe there's a connection to perfumes also with this nakshatra. So some of that. Maybe people compliment your fragrance that you wear. Next up we have seed. And what is this? Apocalypse. That's how it's pronounced, right? I hope so. Feel like this is how the eye is upright. Your eyes could be very attractive. People are drawn towards your gaze. Something about having hypnotic eyes. It reminds me of that perfume from Christian Dior, Poison. You know, it always gives me Scorpion energy. And even before I got into astrology, I was obsessed with that perfume, and I just loved it. Just this idea of poison, and I don't know, it's the Scorpion inside of me, I guess. But yeah, maybe that's a perfume you wear, or something about wearing a perfume that's more dark, dark, mysterious, dark, feminine energy. Maybe you have that, something like that. But yeah, your eyes could be really pretty. This card actually talks about unveiling something. So like earlier I was making that point about how you could unveil this different side to someone, or you could show certain things to people, or you could, even with Scorpio, it's sometimes connected to more taboo stuff or controversial stuff. You could have controversial opinions on things, you could have certain weird hobbies, or you could have occult knowledge practices, something about higher knowledge, wisdom, something like that, that maybe people have not explored. So the romantic partners you have, they feel like, wow, there's this crazy side to you, or I don't know, maybe they find it interesting after getting to know you. They're like, okay, I want to know more about this person teaches me so much, they're so different, they're so unique. So something like that could be going on, where people are exploring a different side of their personality through you, or you unlock something in them. Something like that could be happening with the seed. This also talks about a new beginning, so something new, something exciting entering into people's life, just getting to know you, meeting you. There's a spark that you ignite with people. And this is also the pearl, so it gives me that energy of the moon. Some of you could have moon in Scorpio, maybe moon in Virgo, or Venus in Virgo probably. But this is talking about femininity with the moon and the pearl. So someone who's feminine, also getting to know your softer side. Maybe you have your guard up, you lead with your Mars energy, but on the inside there's the moon. So people want to get to the moon. People also want to connect with your emotions, and they want to, with this dark feminine, they want to reach the light feminine, or something about you where you do have this side that you show every now and then, and people want more of it. You could be very attractive, very feminine also with this card coming up, very attractive sort of a person, and that gentle, sweet vibe that you also have, even though you have this other side also. You have both the sides. And this excites people. They feel like this person is multifaceted. They're a warrior, but they're also this nurturer, right? And there's a lot of depth to you. With moon in Scorpio, it talks about a person who explores hidden, usually I've seen it with a lot of people who could have difficult life, have difficult emotions, dealing with a lot of emotional turbulence, but it also makes them mature. They look for the higher knowledge, because obviously the person's struggling in their life, so they're looking for a purpose to their life. So they're the one asking difficult questions. They are into astrology, they're into even tarot, occult, spirituality, could be religious also, or some sort of anchor that they tend to find, which helps ground them, and then they can face reality better. So mature people who can maybe deal with a lot of chaos, or I don't know, people who take other people's venom also, help other people who are going through something like this. They can also have talents with psychology. Usually moon and Scorpio people make great psychologists as well, good researchers. So either, if it doesn't have to be like a difficult life or a childhood or anything like that, it could just mean that maybe they help those people, or they attract that energy. So people who have this energy come to them and they help them. So it can manifest in different ways, but there's that emotional intelligence that I'm picking up with this with you, pile number 1, that people notice and they feel more comfortable expressing their emotions in your presence, or I don't know, just this energy. So I don't know where I was. I got a call, so it's actually looking a little crooked. I hope it's okay on the screen. So what was I talking about? Actually, I have no idea. Let's move on. Hopefully it'll come back to me. Next up we have blessing. It says use your power to light up the world. So very similar to what I was picking up here with your job, profession, or the talents that you possess. You could have this ability to bless other people, help them in their difficult times. It's like you take the venom, you spit it out, or you give purpose to it, you give sense or a meaning to it. Not in the sense to romanticize it, but acknowledge it, make the person feel heard, and then I don't know, just so that they can move on and take it in their stride somehow. So you're a blessing. You're someone that a lot of people consider a blessing. And there could be a lot of eating out, hanging out with you, people wanting to catch up with you, spend time with you, take you out on a date. That sort of a feeling I'm getting with this card here. Next up, we have hummingbird, joy, lighten up. So you're someone, even though we're picking up on this heavier energy, this is not heavy in the sense that you're not fun to be around. It's just you have a weight to your personality and that dark feminine energy that I was picking up. I also recently did a video on that, so maybe if you've not watched it, check it out. Dark feminine energy, I did it recently only, so check that video out. I think it's for you, pile number 1. It's not, you could be intimidating, but it's not in a negative way where people want to run away from you. It's like they're actually drawn towards you, but you're also this fun person, light. You could have a good sense of humor. I was picking up that Mercury Gemini, right? So it does give people a good sense of humor. With Scorpio being there, maybe sarcastic, maybe dark humor, something like this. But you're definitely fun to be around. Next up, we have Hanuman, Lord Hanuman. He's the god, that's monkey god connected to Mars energy. So again, strong Mars with you, strong independence. Some of you could also have Swati placements I'm picking up. You know, I love that. I just remembered because I don't know, I was making that point about Mars being very independent. Usually you look at a lot of people who have very prominent Mars, they tend to be single. They don't like to be tied down, or they look for a lot of freedom in their relationships. So I was just thinking about that, and then I thought of Hanumanji, and obviously he is connected to the planet Mars, but also he's Vayuputra, the son of wind, the wind god, and there's also a connection with Swati Nakshatra with Hanuman. It's falls in Libra, and Swati is connected. It's the same theme about being very freedom, not being chained down. Swati people tend to be single, or if they have relationships, they're gonna have long-term relationships because they found their perfect person, and then they settle down. They are not looking for anyone else because they found the perfect recipe, you know, that works with their lifestyle, with their personality, someone who gives them a lot of space and freedom. So Swati people need to find a person who gives them a lot of freedom, otherwise they'll just date constantly, never settle down, and when they do find the perfect partner, they don't even think twice. So there's a Swati connection with Hanumanji also, with the Vayu element, because Swati is that Vayu. It's if you study the nakshatra, you will see there's a lot of connection with Vayu, and Hanuman is the son of Lord Wind, the Lord of the Wind. I don't know how to explain it in English, you know, it's a little weird, but we say in Hindi Vayuputra, so the son of wind. Because again, he was a brahmachari, he didn't settle down, even though he had a wife, he was, I think, married, but he maintained his celibate life, and he's connected to a lot of the times in the chart to a person who never settles down, never gets married. So that's very much like that Mars element of independence working through Lord Hanuman. And I feel like you come across as a person who's maybe you're always single, you don't date, you're self-sufficient, you need a lot of space, something like this. That's why maybe I'm harping on it so much. And what excited me was this imagery in the back. It looks like space, right? So it reminded me of Swati again, because that's the energy of Swati, space element. That's very much Swati like. So anyway, let's keep going. For astrology, you got 9th house, we have ascendant, and we have Aquarius. Aquarius is also that space energy. Usually a lot of people, that's why we also have this space station here, right? A lot of astronauts could actually have placements in Aquarius. So you could also have Aquarius ascendant, you could have Sagittarius ascendant as well. And again, that red thing, you know, red theme of colors, red could look really good on you because we have so much Mars here. What red means really is, you could also have Rohini nakshatra, because that's also connected to the color red, and Rohini is also very attractive. A lot of people are drawn towards Rohinis naturally. So this is talking about your body, your looks, your style, your personality. It's very attractive. A lot of people are drawn towards you. I'm also thinking of Vishakha here with this gateway and a door, because it's also Libra energy. It's right after Swati Vishakha. Yeah, so I'm getting Vishakha also. Lots of nakshatras coming through in this pile, and some of my favorite ones. Anyway, coming back to what I was talking about, your body, it's your physical being, and Mars is also Deha Karaka, so the significator of the body. It's your body that's very attractive, or something about your body language. Maybe the way you hold eye contact, your eyes, the way you talk. Even when you could be more of like a listener, you're very quiet, subdued, so you might not talk a lot, but your presence is attractive. People just like looking at you, sitting with you, being in your presence. That's one thing I'm picking up with the ascendant for sure. And with Aquarius is, it says the radical, usually a person who stands out. So you're someone who's unique, different. People appreciate that about you, and they feel like this is the sort of connection I cannot replicate. This is the person I cannot find again. So that's why they might hold you more tightly. They cherish your presence in their life. And this could also be talking about your opinions on things, how you have a different opinion, and something about you that's, I don't know, I think you could be a little bit controversial, blunt, or you're just not looking for people's validation. You're unapologetically yourself, and it's something that is hard to find, and people respect that about you. That's what I'm getting. 9th house is also talking about a person, maybe a wanderer. You could travel a lot. This could again talk about independence, self-sufficient person, and looking for higher knowledge. It's connected to Sagittarius, which is connected to higher knowledge, wisdom, spirituality, religion, all of that. So you're someone that people consider wise. They come to you seeking, it says here seeking. So they seek your knowledge, they seek your presence, and people cherish you, they find you attractive. But there's so much more to you than meets the eye. I feel like people are drawn towards you, they're attracted towards you, and then once they get to know you, they feel like, oh, now I get it. I was so drawn towards this person because this person is so important. And it's just, you could be a catalyst for a lot of things in other people's life. With this hermit energy also, we see this lamp, so bringing light into other people's life, opening them up to some new knowledge, or making some sort of an impact that lasts or creates ripples for people. Even here we see the bird flapping, so it's making me think of the butterfly effect actually. And we have these flowers in this deck. There's usually there's just the picture, we don't see anything on the sides, but this is one of the few cards where we have flowers on the side. So this is again talking about beauty. Flowers are connected to beauty, Venus element, so you definitely have that. And 9th house Sagittarius energy can also talk about a person who's positive. So your energy could be positive, even though you're intimidating. People feel light in your presence, or at least once they have a conversation, they go back with a positive frame of mind. That's the perfect way to describe a Jupiterian person, someone with a prominent Jupiter, or like a Jupiter ruled zodiac ascendant person. They give advice and you feel light, you feel happy. It's not about, okay, this will happen for you 2 years from now, you're gonna hit the lottery or something like that. But Jupiter person will guide you in such a way, make you feel good about your current circumstances, and fill you with optimism that you feel positive. That's a perfect way to describe a Jupiter person. So you also imbibe that energy, pile number 1, which makes you special, and people are naturally drawn towards you. People find you naturally attractive, but there was so much in the reading about who you are as a person, or your personality, that really stands out, and I think people really appreciate you, the kind of person that you are. So that's the reading. I'm gonna end it here. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your feedback. If you like my videos, you want to support my channel. Also, wait, I forgot to show these cards. I wanted to pull a couple of cards for blessings for every pile today, so it was on the side, I didn't even notice. So this is what you got. Focus on the positives. You know there are many. Number 29, we see a bridge. So Ketu element is there, and this wide ocean giving me Pisces energy, Rahu energy. So you could be crossing a bridge in your life. You could be in a period of transition, and positives are coming in. So stay positive. This is also Jupiter energy. Next up, we have trust, love, and appreciate yourself. Show respect for you. So again, we see flowers. This is giving me Mars and Venus. Mars with the red flowers, Venus with the white flower. Number 16 here, we had 29. Numbers could be significant. Maybe there's some dates that are prominent. This breaks down to a 7. This breaks down to a 2. And maybe a new person coming into your life, or maybe if you've gone through some difficult challenges in your love life, maybe some peace or harmony coming through, or some resolution is coming through. Or if you've been meeting a lot of people with Mars prominent, people who are attracted to you, but you're looking for love, maybe love is coming in with this Venus element. So these could be blessings for you. Take them the way they resonate, and these are just positive messages from your spirit guides for you. So take it and be in that receptive energy, right? So yeah, if you like my videos, you want to support my channel, please consider becoming a member. If you want to book a reading with me, I have a few slots left. So you can find the link in the description. Thank you for watching. Bye guys. Hello group number 2, welcome to today's reading. Today we're doing what makes you attractive, or what draws people towards you. This is the card you chose, the star. I'm going to start out with a few of these, then we'll add some more as we go along. I quickly just want to mention that I have a few slots left for booking a private reading with me. The link will be in the description, so if you want to book, go right ahead before they get sold out. So let's start. You got the star, obviously, that we looked at. We have zebra. I'm really drawn towards this like a third eye activation, and kind of looks like the star here. We also have 4. And for nakshatra, we have Satabhisha. This falls in Aquarius, ruled by Rahu. So what I'm getting, first of all, let's talk about the zebra. This is, first of all, you could be into fashion. Zebra is fashion forward. You could have a personality where you dress really nice and people notice. Like, fashion could be a big part of your personality, or the way you look, your aesthetic. Something about that is very prominent, because zebra is also connected to creativity. Maybe you have a well-placed Venus. So some of you maybe could even have a career, or you have a hobby or something you want to pursue in fashion also, probably. But anyway, good looks, and dresses really well, fashion forward, always put together. That's your energy. You could also have pretty eyes. I'm drawn towards the lashes and the eyes on the zebra. So the zebra's energy is eccentric, a person who's unique, different, opinionated, a person who expresses themselves, maybe more extroverted compared to pile number 1, that was very introverted energy. This is maybe more extroverted, someone more social, or likes to get attention, or not in a bad sense, but connects with people really well, social skills. And I don't know, you could get along with people really easily, even though we have the 4 card. So maybe some jealousy, some evil eye on you, or even just the way the person is looking, looks very timid and very, scared almost. So I feel like maybe this could be talking about people feeling scared of being in your bad books. They want to be friends with you. They want your approval somehow. So I think it could apply in that way as well. For some of you, maybe you could have a few foes. You could be blunt with your speech. You say it as it is. You don't mince your words. So you could attract a lot of animosity from people, or people competing with you. Maybe you have 6th house placements or Virgo placements. Competition, competing with other people, defeating other people. You're good at that. You rise above like the star. You have that star quality. And naturally, people who are popular, they do have some haters or people who troll them, or especially behind their back, not on their face. That's kind of the energy I'm picking up. So you could be someone popular, you have that popular vibe, a lot of people could know you, you could have social skills, you could have a lot of connections also with Satabhisha. Number 100 is connected with it, and it falls in the sign of Aquarius, which is also more of a social sign, and it's also the sign of connections and friends. So you could have a lot of connections, or you could have an internet presence. Let's say you don't have friends. In today's modern world, this can talk about maybe online fame, person who has a following, person who has a lot of connections somehow. So that's one thing I'm picking up, knowing a lot of people. And also you could have a good sense of humor, something about you being the center of attention, or just having those skills, being comfortable with it. You don't come across as someone uncomfortable, or you have good confidence also, good self-esteem, fun to be around, good energy, bright energy, and the others kind of pale in your presence. You have some special star quality within you. Group number 2, that's what I'm getting. You could also have a healing presence. Satabhisha is sometimes connected with healing. We do have 100 physicians, right? You could also, maybe you wear a lot of floral also for some of you. But yeah, let's keep going. You got this card. I don't know how to pronounce that. Aletheia. I don't know. But we have the roses. And we have the sword here. With this almost looks like a bright day. And here we have midnight probably. I don't know. But these two cards, I think I'm going to take this one away. Remember, we got Satabhisha. I'm going to put these two here. So talking about the sword, it's about, this card also said truth, some sort of revelation, disclosure. And the sword talks about cutting. This is blunt energy. So for Nakshatra, I'm getting Kritika strongly with your pile. Kritika, it falls in Aries. And also Vishakha, which is I think directly opposite to Kritika. It falls in the Virgo, Scorpio cusp. Vishakha and Kritika very strongly with this pile. Maybe some Purva, Shada, Uttara, Shada, maybe. I'm trying to think what else could be there. Yeah, I think those two prominently. What it talks about is a person who's very cut and dry. These are my principles, these are my morals, I don't budge from them. These are my opinions, you're not gonna change my mind. And this is also talking about visionary. So you could be someone who creates something new, inventive, and you have big ideas, big goals. You're fun to talk to. You're also fun to brainstorm with. You give good ideas. People could like your opinions also, and people consider you as a person who will make it big, because we have the visionary card and we have the star card, right? So anyway, coming back to this, you're not afraid of cutting people off. You could be someone who will stand your ground. You will fight for what you believe in. So very opinionated, blunt with your speech. That's what I'm getting. Ardra Nakshatra could also be there. It's connected to hunting and killing. We have the sword and we have the lightning bolt, which is also Ardra, Gemini. And this one also spoke about truth and revelation, disclosure. So a person who speaks their mind. You don't hide anything. You wear your emotions on your sleeve. You're someone who's exciting, interesting, but it's not about your emotions. You're not hiding those. People know what page you are on. So you're very honest that way. What's the word I'm looking for? People don't catch themselves off guard with you, because they know where you stand. So they're very clear with your intentions. That's what I'm getting with the rose. It can also talk about beauty again here, and white and blacks. There's so much here. Even with the stripes, it's talking about contrast a lot. You could look really good in dark clothes. Maybe you wear a lot of dark and maybe white and black, and clothes that are high contrast. Maybe dark clothes. But anyway, With the rose, it talks about beauty. So you're good looking. People find you beautiful. They're attracted towards you. And you could have very eccentric and specific sense of style. Something about, I don't know, your sense of style where a lot of people could dislike it, but then there's select few who are obsessed with it. That could also be there, where it's very particular, not for everyone. I think that's your personality also, where some people just really like you because you're so upfront, honest, unproblematic, and predictable. You're not gonna surprise people with changing your opinions, or I don't know. You're just very clear. People know where they stand with you, and they like that about you. You're trustworthy that way. And it's hard to find these days. People are just so changeable. It's hard to trust people, but you're not like that. So a lot of people have a lot of respect for you. They really like you. They feel like they have a soldier in you, like someone who will defend them, or someone who will take care of them, nurture them, protect them. You could be very protective by nature also. But you're blunt, and people come to you for the honest truth. You could also be good at giving criticism or advice or feedback. You could also have a job connected to that. 6th house matters, maybe. That's your job. You could also have talents with, like I said, fashion, maybe cutting the hair also. That's very kritika, using the scissors. That's for fashion, that's for hairdressing also. Cooking also. You could have talents with any of those. Let's keep going. Next up we have the Ice Age. And there's this little thing that's sprouting. Looks like almost like a turnip, maybe. I don't know what that is. The seeds of new beginnings are germinating. So something about you where you have this fresh energy. Again, people expect a lot of big things for you. So maybe that's starting to fructify in your life right now. Something about a change of times coming up. You could also bring a strong energy in other people's lives. So people who are naturally drawn towards you, attracted to you, they might feel like, wow, this could be something. I can see potential here. Something could grow here. So that's that energy of new beginnings that you bring in. Next up, we have Otter, surrender, let go of control. A lot of people could be drawn towards you who are very passive. So they could be drawn towards a person like you who's maybe, I don't want to say dominant. You could be dominant, but that energy of being in control, calling the shots and being the leader, because Kritika is connected to Sun. It's that leadership quality, leader sort of a person. So a lot of people who are looking to relinquish their power or in a certain way, where they just want to be taken care of. They want to be nurtured. More feminine people could be drawn towards you, or people who just I don't know, want to take it easy. They trust you, they vibe with you, they want to depend on you. Something like that could be there. With Otter, it is also we usually see that couple floating in the water. So a lot of people who are very devoted could be drawn towards you, who want to devote themselves to you, surrender. They want to let go of control. Something about you where they trust you, they open up to you, they're vulnerable with you. You have that dependable, responsible sort of energy. You could also have a funny sense of humor. I think I said that before as well. I'm getting that again. So just spending time with you is something people really enjoy. Next up, we have Lakshmi, goddess Lakshmi. So she is the goddess of abundance. She is also the goddess that's connected with devotion to the partner, and bringing a lot of auspiciousness in life. So again, you could be someone, maybe you spoil your loved ones, you're very devoted to them, and people see you as a partner for life. They see you as a person who maybe has strong family values, or domesticated, or something about you where people feel like, I want to settle down with a person like this. Something about you having ride or die energy, and just very devoted, very good looking, beautiful, abundant, successful. That's your energy. People expect big things from you. They see your success, or expect you to become very successful in future. And you could be very beautiful, with Lakshmi also coming through. Very feminine. She's the feminine archetype. She's also the archetype for the wife in a way. So, or the partner that you want to settle down with, married partner. That sort of energy is coming through. And definitely something with money also. Maybe you come across as a high value person. You could have good money, you could come from wealth, something like that. Or because you come into other people's life, you could have that it does happen where other person's chart triggers you. So someone entering your life and you hit a purple patch, lucky things start happening. So you could have that energy, you could have that lucky charm sort of energy. People find you very lucky and they feel, oh wow, this person is the one. They're so abundant, they bring so much success and love into my life that I want more of it. So that's what I'm getting. Let's look at the astrology cards you got. We have the first house, we have Leo, Venus. So Venus is that Lakshmi energy. We have Sun. So I was already picking up Sun. I didn't remember that you got the Sun card. And you got Leo also. So what I'm getting with this, let's put Satyabhisha here sideways. It's okay. So you come across as a regal, royal sort of a person. And again, that energy of dressing really nice. That's very king-like quality. Or even the queen with Venus being there. So you dress really well. You could be someone who spends a lot of money on clothes. You like expensive clothes. You could have expensive taste. Very particular taste for aesthetics. Very specific about things. But clothes that look expensive, whether they're expensive or not, that's a whole other thing. But you want to look expensive. Look very, put together. And something about your style that is coming through very prominently. Sun, Venus together in Leo. You could also be very romantic, I feel. I don't know, maybe something about you that's very romantic, or some love related relationship sort of thing that's coming through, where people perceive you as a good romantic partner. They feel like this person will love me, this person will be very romantic, or they'll spoil me, they'll treat me like royalty. Something about you where you come across as a good partner, or like this person will treat me really well, or I want a partner like pile number 2. Something like that is coming through. There's a high self-esteem also, and people could feel like if I get a person like pile number 2, then my confidence will rise. I would feel like, wow, I've really, there's something about me that's special too, because I have a partner like this. So power couple sort of energy is coming through. Person with high self-esteem, person with maybe even a strong ego, but not necessarily in a bad way. Something like more of an impressive sort of a person, individual. And you could be someone who's always working on themselves. With first house coming up, it's like self-centered energy. It's not selfish energy. It's a person that's very focused, very dedicated, has particular goals, very passionate. That's what I'm getting so far. Overall, the energy is great. You could have Sun-Venus conjunction. You could have Sun in the first house. You could have Venus in the first house. Or you could have Venus in Leo. Sun in Leo. There could be a Sun-Venus exchange. Let's say Sun is in Libra or Taurus. Venus is in Leo. So these are some of the placements you could have. I don't know if I talked about any other placements in the beginning. But the star does remind me of Aquarius also. And Satyabhisha is also Aquarius. So that's what I was getting for astrology. And finally, I want to end the reading with, I pulled a couple of cards for every pile for blessings from your spirit guides. So maybe this speaks to you, or it's just a message of comfort from your guides. It says, we have fun and you too must enjoy yourself. Number 8. This board reminds me of that 6 of Swords energy of a transition period. Maybe you're going through a tough time right now, or maybe you're going through some sort of transition in your life. Even with this split energy, maybe you're going through a split, or doesn't have to be romantic. Maybe your job or something or the other. Maybe you're moving. Some sort of transition or difficult period could be going on, but your spirit guides are reminding you to have fun and remember that it's just all a phase. Life keeps moving, and don't forget to have a good time. Enjoy yourself. Here we have, find a way to bring harmony back into your life. Take the first step, number 42. So maybe this could be connected to your love life. We have breaks down to a 6, which is Venus, love and relationship, right? We have 8, which is Saturn, so receding. If you had a recent setback, remember that everything happens for the good. You're rising up. With this stairs image, it's talking about that you'll climb up. So stay positive. This is also Ketu energy with stairs. So Ketu is about cutting. So again, that cutting personality and a cut. So maybe someone leaving your life. It's also about elevation and looking for more spiritual wisdom. Ketu is connected to spirituality. So looking for your answers through spirituality will guide you through this transition period and make you feel more grounded. Maybe spend more time in nature, maybe do some gardening. That could help you. Go out in water, maybe take a dip or something like this, but step out. This is the message from your spirit guides. Let me know if this reading resonated with you. I would love to hear from you. Leave a few comments. If you like my videos, you want to support my channel, please consider becoming a member. And don't forget to book a reading with me if you're interested. The slots might run out soon. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye guys. Hello group number 3. Welcome to today's video. Today we're doing what makes you attractive or what draws people towards you. So this is the card you chose. We have the Moon card. I'm going to take a few of these. We'll start your reading. I think I'm going to take these two as well. And also there's some cards for blessings from your spirit guides. I'll show them in the end. So stay tuned for that. I want to quickly mention that I have a few of my slots left for booking a private reading with me. The link will be mentioned in the description. So if you're interested, please book right away. They might run out soon. So let's look at the cards for today's reading. We have the Moon, Cancer energy, Earthworm, Earth energy. We have Conversation, reminds me of Mercury here. We have Bharani, falls in the sign of Aries. Here we have the Orphan, number 5, Mercury number. I want to keep it here so that it's even, Then maybe I should keep this one in the middle then. And we have the Queen. Okay. Reminds me of Pushya Nakshatra is connected to the sign of Lotus. Anuradha also, the symbol is Lotus. Pushya and Anuradha. Chitra also with this gem, with the snake. Reminds me of Ashlesha. We have snakes repeating here. This also kind of looks like a snake. It's an earthworm, but still I'm getting that imagery strongly. Maybe Rohini, Mrigashira also. The uni for those two are snakes, but prominently Ashlesha I'm getting. Because it also falls in the sign of Cancer. There's so much synchronicity, right? Yeah. So anyway, prominent Cancer sign with this pile, whoever you are. Cancer is coming through very strongly. Moon is very strong in this pile. I feel like you guys are really good at, first of all, conversation. The Mercury element is really good in your chart. So you could have a strongly placed Mercury. You could have a good solid group of friends, or you have this capability to connect with people really well, because Mercury talks about connection. It's usually two people on the sign. Here we have this Gemini card, right? We see two people together always. So this talks about being able to connect with someone else, and conversation is really good. A person who's a good friend, people can confide in, and helpful nature also, generous personality that's coming through. You could also be a little moody, which people find attractive for whatever reason. They like that. There's different sides to your personality. With Moon, it gives moodiness, it gives feminine qualities. A person who's emotionally, more emotional, upfront with their emotions. And also Mercury also talks about multiplicity. So some wavering sort of nature. You could be someone where there's you require a lot of stimulation. So you could attract a lot of people also who have the similar energy. Not like, certain people who like to go on adventures, who like to travel a lot. They wouldn't do really well with a person who likes to sleep in or Someone who only goes to work, not social, not extroverted, doesn't want to do much, wants to stay home. So the energy will not be compatible. So you could attract a lot of people who are fun, energetic, who want to go out there, who maybe stay busy, because with the moon you should stay busy, especially if it's not a well placed moon or there's some difficult aspects. What it can do is make the person waver a lot, overthinking, wants stimulation. If it's sitting idle, then person overthinks and goes into a negative space, kind of like moon in Scorpio. So if they're with a partner who's always busy, there's something going on, you got so much work to do, you don't have time to sit and overthink. That way you can deal with the moon in such a way. So you could attract partners like that, so go for partners like that. Maybe that would help you. Someone who's stimulating, engaging, the conversation is fun, they have multiple hobbies, or they're an exciting individual, fun to talk to, intelligent person, because Mercury is intelligence. So you want someone who's intelligent, someone you can talk to, you can discuss ideas, or I don't know, maybe hobbies or interests, something like that. Someone you can travel with. Moon is also travel. So you want to feel at home with the person, not at the place. You want to connect with someone who feels like home. You could be very nurturing also, so people are drawn towards you because of that, because you have this feminine nature. You're very caring, you're sensitive, you take care of people, you make space for them. They feel that emotional bond with you. So a lot of people connect with you emotionally. They like you, they're attracted to you because they feel this feminine side of yours. They connect with the moon side. They also see you as this queen also. So someone who's a force to be reckoned with, someone beautiful, magnetic. You could be opinionated also. You could have a strong sense of self, like very distinct tastes, or you could be like a rule. I don't know, set rules, set boundaries, something like that, because Bharani can talk about discipline and restrictions. So you could be like, hey, I'm only gonna go out at this time on this day, or I only want to eat at this particular restaurant or this particular cuisine, or something like that, where you could be very particular about things. Or you could have certain boundaries that you're like, don't cross that. So that also people like about your personality. Queen is also, even though it's that Leo archetype of being the queen, but it's also that energy of the mother, because it's still the sign of Cancer for the moon. It's the sign of Cancer no matter what. That's the zodiac sign connected to the planet moon. But when you think of the archetype of the queen, you think more of like a regal sort of a person, not the mother. Cancer is the mother, but you would think, okay, is it Leo now? So the way that I see it is, think of the king and the queen. They take care of the, what do you call it? In Hindi we say praja, so the people, the people that the king and the queen have to look after. They kind of treat the whole city or whatever as their kids, their children. They have to take care of the needs of every single person. So in a way, there is that father and mother sort of archetype playing out with the Leo and Cancer sign, the sun and the moon, right? So that nurturing, caring side is coming through again. I feel like you could definitely have a strong moon that way, and people feel nurtured by you. With this orphan, you could attract a lot of people who didn't get the nurturing in their childhood. Something about your energy where they're looking to fulfill their childhood needs. Or you could have that experience which actually made you turn into this very giving, generous person, because you lacked the nurturing in your childhood. You had to learn everything on your own. With the queen, it does talk about independence, sovereignty. So a person who didn't have anyone to show them the ropes, but learned on their own through challenges. So you have a strong sense of self, you have strong self-esteem that way, and you work very hard. You've done a commendable job if that's the case, where you didn't have that mother figure, father figure, or the emotional nurturing was lacking, but you had to learn a lot on your own. So you have that innate wisdom that came out from within yourself. It can make you feel a little insecure, maybe sometimes a little shy, or energy is shy. So people perceive you as someone shy. Maybe you come across as, they see you in this great light of a person who has all these great qualities, but you might feel a little insecure. You might feel like, I had to learn everything on my own, so I don't know if my knowledge is valid, or something like that could be there. But people see the special qualities in you, whether you see it or not. For some of you, I feel like you do see it. You consider yourself this queen, and that's why you attract this sort of treatment also from people who give you a lot of respect and love. So that's what I'm seeing with the orphan. You could attract a lot of people who are lacking that nurturing, so they come towards you for that. That's what I see. Yeah, Bharni can also talk about restriction. It's also connected to the womb and the birth and the child. So maybe something about childhood that I'm picking up. But since this is about what people find attractive about you, I think it's the difficulties or some difficult challenges that you faced in your life. They've made you in a more... They've turned you into a person who's very kind and compassionate towards others. And you don't make a big deal out of your challenges. Instead, you've kind of used it to help become a better person, and you help those people who might be going through something similar. So people feel very nurtured. The main energy I'm picking up with this pile is the moon energy. So a nurturing person, this is what attracts people towards you. And also your kindness, your sensitivity. You could also be very feminine. That's another thing I'm picking up. And also this shy, vulnerable, sensitive nature that you have. People like that. And also the Mercury element, where people feel they're friends with you. They can talk to you. You're kind of like a guiding light. And you're a good friend. An engaging conversationalist. That's how you say it, right? So let's look at the other cards. We have the Temple of Poseidon. Be a guiding light to others. Very much the energy that I was picking up so far. Okay, so I had to pause the video in middle. And the funny thing is, very much like the energy of this reading, I also kind of had to put someone else before my work, and I had to clear something out. Not that it was a big deal. So I think it's like I'm channeling your energy, where you tend to put people first and you treat them with so much love and respect. You might even do it at your own expense, or you might put your relationships before your work or something like that. So yeah, maybe that's... I'm picking up on your energy. But yeah, and this is the card that we had, the Temple of Poseidon. Some of you could have Sagittarius ascendant, maybe with the temple. It's connected to 9th house. Be a guiding light to others. So you could have that natural ability to guide others. And the way that people connect with you is through the moon. Even though there's that energy of Sagittarius, of guiding other people, Jupiter energy, helping them, healing them, guiding them, giving them advice. But it's getting channeled through the moon. Some of you could have moon in the 7th or moon in the 1st house. Moon in Libra, maybe. That's what I'm getting. But yeah, you are a guiding light. You always extend the helping hand. You're very generous. You could have planets in the 12th house, making you naturally generous. And this is something people notice about you, how you have such a kind heart, you have a good spirit, you're so helpful, and you're very generous. You take care of others. Here we have Lizard, dream time. Pay attention to your dreams and visions. Again, reminding me of the 12th house. Dreams, visions, psychic abilities, intuition, all of that is 12th house energy. So you could be naturally gifted in this regard. You could have moon in the 12th. Yeah, moon in the 12th, because we're talking so much about moon. You could have a Pisces ascendant also, maybe. Planets in Pisces sign. Next up we have Rajas. So this talks about a dynamic person. Person always moving, person who's full of energy, person who has a lot going on in their life, busy sort of a person. You could have prominent Mercury and Venus also, maybe Mercury and Venus. What do you call it? Conjunction. In your chart, you could have a fire ascendant also for some of you, because it's that fiery energy. That's why we see a lot of red here. We see the tiger. So what's the tiger yoni? It's Chitra and Vishakha. So yeah, you could have that, I don't know, you could be talented. You could be fun, exciting with this conversation, fun to talk to. See how in the image people, everyone is paying attention to this person. So I think that's you, life of the party, or interesting person, or having great opinions, great advice, very active, dynamic sort of a person. With moon, also it gives movement, wavering, always moving, something going on, always you have something to talk about. You could also be a foodie, so maybe going out having fun. You're someone who's let's say people ask you, hey, what restaurant should I go to, because you like to try different restaurants, different cuisines, you have a lot of knowledge on that. Something about you where you kind of have the answers to a lot of the questions. So people could reach out to you a lot. I think the reading started in a different note, and now it's going in a more fun, light energy. I like that. So next up we have Sagittarius. See, we were picking up that with this card also. The temple is connected to the sign of Sagittarius. So we have that. We have Gemini. So Mercury is strong with you. We have North Node, Rahu. Mercury again. So Mercury came out. We have 11th house. So your friends, something about you, friendship is very prominent. I don't know, maybe a lot of your friends are attracted to you, or a lot of people could fall for you after they get to know you. They become friends with you and they feel this, they develop this attachment with you. That's one thing I'm getting with Gemini, Mercury, and 11th house is also friends. And I was earlier talking about Gemini with connection. So you have social skills, you connect with people, you help people, you're fun to talk to, and you're fun to hang out with. You have good energy. Also, people love traveling with you. You could attract a lot of people from different cultures, communities. They feel very understood in your energy. You could also connect with people online. They might travel to come and see you. Something about online presence, or I don't know. I think you're gifted, you're talented. You're doing something with communication online could be very fruitful for you. 11th house is also gains. And we have communication here. We have Gemini, which is also communication, 3rd house. Mercury is communication. Mercury is making friends, talking, connecting with people. And Rahu is internet, online, foreign people, foreign everything. Invention, something new. Maybe starting a podcast or something you guys are thinking about. But yeah, travel, take risks, connect with more people. I think when you're traveling also, you could connect with a lot of people. When you're traveling, you're vacationing, you meet people from different cultures. They're somehow open to you. They feel a deep connection with you. They feel like maybe they've known you. Something like this. I'm definitely picking up. You could also attract a lot of people who are younger than you. People with the Gemini ascendant, maybe Sag ascendant, Mercury in the 1st house, Aquarius ascendant probably, because Aquarius and Gemini are also trine. Maybe Rahu is in the 1st house with these people. Rahu Mercury conjunction. You could attract a lot of people like with these placements. But people want to talk to you. They want to be in your presence. They want to travel with you. They want to learn from you. And I don't know. I think the feelings kind of develops over time. And what's attractive about you is also your speech, your communication style, your accent, your voice, your nature, the kind of person you are, and your thought process also. It's very different and unique with North Node. Your sense of humor. And also you could look very young and youthful. So you could have that childlike face. So people could, you could also have a round face. You could have beautiful features, especially your face. People could find that attractive. Your hair probably. You could look good with short hair also. So yeah, and also you could have a eye color that's unique. So maybe an eye color that's different, or if you have some sort of a fashion or style or some feature on your body that's different, then let's say the people around you or your family, that's something that stands out and people could compliment that about you. Maybe your tattoos, you have tattoos. I wonder if you guys are tall also. Anyway, I don't want to harp on it. I also just want to go over these 2 cards that I've pulled for just blessings for every single pile. I pulled 2 extra cards today. We have the feet, Shravana Nakshatra. I just noticed that with 3 footsteps. Wow. I love, I never thought about this before, but with this particular deck, I always just get some, I don't know, I pick up on things on the image. So Shravana Nakshatra, it's connected to feet, footsteps, and the number 3. So 3 feet. So exact Shravana, and we have 3 here. Amazing. So you guys could have Shravana Nakshatra. You could be good listeners, good at guiding people. And again, it's talking about communication. And a person who's traveled. So Sagittarius, traveling, meeting new people, learning from other people, connecting with foreign people, foreign lands, foreign cultures. So you should definitely be traveling. Pile number 3. Going to places. I think the prominent people in your life you'll meet, they're probably living far away from you, long distance or something like that, or maybe an online thing. But yeah, anyway, coming back, put on your dancing shoes or walk along the beach. We encourage you to move. So movement. This could also be talking about if you're experiencing a lot of stagnation, lots of obstacles, difficulties, you should change your house, your living place, or at least do Vastu. Moon is the 4th house. It's the place of your residence. So if there's some difficulties, you should move. And also you can do Vastu. If you cannot move, do some Vastu around the house. So that's one thing. You are a star. Step into the spotlight where you belong. Number 4, Rahu. So start something new, something daring, something that maybe it's kind of like a risk. You could make it big. This is also reminding me of the ocean. Rahu element again. Ocean is Rahu. Mountains are Ketu. So yeah, step into the spotlight. Reminds me of the 11th house actually. You are a star, because stars and astronauts and space, all of that is 11th house Aquarius energy. So doing something on the internet could bring in a lot of blessings for you. I just get that energy with Rahu being here also. It's the same message. 11th house Aquarius energy, and then number 4 and the ocean Rahu, right? So this is a Sagittarius travel. So something with communication online, something doing on the internet could bring in a lot of fame for you. Maybe it's a confirmation for some of you. But yeah, that's the reading. Pile number 3. I hope you enjoyed it. It resonated with you. Please leave your feedback in the comments. If you like my videos, you want to support my channel, please consider becoming a member. For those of you who are interested in booking a private reading with me, I have a few slots left. Actually, exactly 4 left. 4. So you can book the reading. The link will be in the description. Thank you for watching. Bye guys.